superconductor will change their place, will change their configuration. So we get quantum locking. And let me show you how this works. I have here a superconductor, which I wrapped up so it stays cold long enough. And when I place it on top of a regular magnet, it just stays locked in midair. Now, this is not just levitation, it's not just repulsion. I can rearrange the fluxons and it will be locked in this new configuration, like this, or move it slightly to the right or to the left. So, this is quantum locking, actually locking, three-dimensional locking of the superconductor. Now, of course, I can turn it upside down and it will remain locked. Now that we understand that this levitation, so-called levitation, is actually locking, yeah, we understand that. You won't be surprised to hear that if I take this circular magnet, in which the magnetic field is the same all around, the superconductor will be able to freely rotate around the axis of the magnet. Why? Because as long as it rotates, the locking is maintained. You see, I can adjust and I can rotate the superconductor. We have frictionless motion. It is still levitating, but can move freely all around. So, we have quantum locking and we can levitate it on top of this magnet. But how many fluxons, how many magnetic strands are there in a single disk like this? Well, we can calculate it, and it turns out quite a lot. 100 billion strands of magnetic field inside this 3-inch disk. But that's not the amazing part yet, because there is something I haven't told you yet. And and the amazing part is that this superconductor that you see here is only half a micron thick. It's extremely thin. And this extremely thin layer is able to levitate more than 70,000 times its own weight. It's a remarkable effect. It's very strong. Now, I can extend this circular magnet and make whatever track I want. For example, I can make a large circular rail here. And when I place the superconducting disk on top of this rail, it moves freely. And again, that's not all. I can adjust its position like this and rotate, and it freely moves in this new position. And I can even try a new thing. Let's try it for the first time. I can take this disk and put it here. And while it stays here, don't move, I will try to rotate the track. And hopefully, if I did it correctly, it stays suspended. You see, it's quantum locking, not levitation. Now, while I'll let it circulate for a little more, let me tell you a little bit about superconductors. Now, so, we now know that we are able to transfer enormous amount of currents inside superconductors. So we can use them to produce strong magnetic fields, such as needed in